It definitely is.
It's a lot of coke.
Bro.
No, that's him. I don't know
You good?
about the coke part.
All
Man on the phone, man.
right. All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. What's good, people? It's your boy, Coach Mike here, man. Again, we here on Father's Day, with the dads, with the family, enjoying our time. I'm here with my uncle, Aubra Moffett. He over here looking like Jay Z. But we here on Father's Day, man. What's up, Uncle? How you doing? How you doing? Everything good? Yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
So we here at your house today, man. We live from your house. Congratulations on the new crib, man. You moving on up. Definitely the Jeffersons, baby. Well, we the Moffats, Moffats. but but now but now I just want to give you a little Q&A, man. A couple questions, man. Just we on Father's Day always like to what's some advice you would kind of give to like the young dads out there?
Um, for the young dads, you have to be understanding. You have to understand that sometimes the kids aren't your friend. You are at the end of the day, you're their parent, and they are the child. You can't be upset when they're upset with you. You have to be okay with it because at the end of the day, they'll understand once once they grow up. Like for me, I didn't like some of the things that my father, your grandfather, said to me, but I find myself now saying that some of the same things said to me, I say it to y'all. And you gotta understand that some of the things you may say to your child today, it may not sink in until they're older. But once they get older and you see the path that they're on, then you'll be like, okay, yeah, I did my job. You know, some of your children would do as you want them to do. Some of them not. For me, I got six. Out of the six, one, as we know, went to jail. So I think that I did a pretty good job with guiding those five, and I'm still trying with Damien, and even like with you, some of the things I'm very proud of you, of the things you have accomplished, and and but yeah, you just gotta be understanding and stay consistent with your discipline. Don't be afraid to say no because you gotta understand that these kids when they get in the real world, they're gonna hear no a lot, and no can't stop them. They have to use that to push forward. You know, so you will hear yes. You know, yeah.
I think that's definitely a huge lesson there. I definitely yeah, I appreciate you. Um, but yeah, I think that's definitely huge. Like what you said, staying consistent with that discipline because a lot of parents they fall off, and then a lot of their kids fall off. That same way. So definitely staying on them and keeping it going. But no, what's yeah.
Nicole, move that. They gonna knock it over. You just let it get. All right.
Ozias, get up! All right, get up! Ozias, get up! No, I said get up. As y'all see, got a dad mode there. but no, just to come back, what would you think is like one, lesson, valuable lesson that you learned as a father, throughout your whole fatherhood process, or even from your dad?
Say it again.
What's like one valuable lesson you think you learned, through your fatherhood journey, or even something you learned that was very valuable that you learned from your dad?
Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. All right, then don't drop it. Go. It would have to be again being all right. Go. Consistent and being standing firm on what you say. You know, and what you say it has to stay consistent. You know, you have you have to like I said, you got to be consistent. And that's the thing with Granddad. He was consistent with the things that he said to me and the things he did with me. Um, Again, some of it I didn't agree with at that time, but now I agree with it 110% because I now understand where he was going with it. So yeah, the being consistent is the biggest thing.
No, I think that's very true. Again, we go back to consistency. He said it twice. I hope y'all that ain't go over y'all head. Um, and then what do you think? What do you think is one family tradition you kind of want to pass down? To your grandchildren or even your sons.
Knowing family, yeah, knowing family, um, keeping the family together. Um, if if my relatives were outside of 2708 Oakley Avenue, I really didn't know them. I wasn't close to a lot of our family. Um, so yeah, that's what I would. That's the thing that I'm doing now, and the thing that I want to hand down to the children for them to keep keeping the family together. Yeah, keep them together. I think that's really important in the family structure of the brothers and sisters knowing each other. Um, um, Keeping the family together, um, and looking out for one another, um, and working together. Actually, it's something I'm working on now. Um, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a guy, the Rockefellers. Um, the Rockefellers weren't the richest family at one time. The Carnegies, they were. Okay, but they over time they lost their wealth, and uh, Mr. Rockefeller he wanted to find a way to keep his family's wealth and keep his family together, and he did what was something called the Rockefeller effect to keep the wealth within the family. And one thing I want to do with um, keep all y'all together, um, somehow put some business, get a business where the family can have a business that runs like A&M pool service. That's I'm not building that for me to make a whole lot of money. I'm make building that so y'all can take it on when I'm gone. If Cole ever get it right, you know, Cole is supposed to be running AM pool service. um, you know, but it's for all y'all. You know, anytime you fall short, A&M pool service is always there for us. And when I'm gone, I want A&M pool service to be there for y'all. Yeah. So yeah.
That's perfect. I think that's definitely huge. As you create that generational wealth we talk about. I think that's something I'm trying to even build my son with my several businesses. I want to be in control of every aspect of my life. So then if I could do anything to control this little one's life, I'm gonna do it. Because that way, it's always I always talk. It's something I'm big on even now is kind of just keeping that structure. For my son. I mean he don't know what's going on. He don't know what the world he's about to go into. So now it's like gotta create a foundation for him.
See, the world today is much different from the world of yesterday. And one of the things that I'm looking forward to for the grandchildren is building things now for them. That's something that like my parents didn't really know much about. They knew how to put me on a path to be successful, but it wasn't. They didn't have a whole blueprint, and now we have so much different access to information. The information that grandma and granddad had, they they didn't have the information that we had today, and they're going to have even more. It's things that I didn't know about when I was your age that I know now, and the biggest thing is being able to pass that knowledge down so you all can move forward and be extremely successful. I think I do okay, but okay ain't good enough. You know, we want to get to a point where we don't have to get up and go to work. We want to get up to make sure the business is running right. Yeah, right. You got a business here that's running and doing well, and you can be over here working on another business to make sure that builds up so that can do well. So let's just say A&M Pool Service get it to a point where it's making a whole lot of money and it's making millions, and then Carl can look at, oh, that dad did start doing lawn care. Let me push that a little bit harder. You doing the training. You know, your son can look at having not one facility, two facilities. You know, and the only way he's going to get that is if you pass down the information, and you got to be able to obtain the knowledge so he can get the information.
Yeah, there you go. That's 110% right, man. Create the blueprint for your children, create a foundation, and hey, if you can control, like I said, if you can control that life a little bit, I'm not saying you gotta be a controlling parent, but certain things you're gonna want to push them towards, and that's the right way. But that's kind of all I have for you on Go Up. A couple questions for you, man. I appreciate you answering, giving the people some wise, knowledge and about life and fatherhood, man. For sure. But nah.
One thing.
Yeah, go. Leave him with something.
I recently went to go see the Michael Jackson movie, and me and my wife Janicia, we had a debate, and it was about how Joe Jackson parented the Jacksons. Now I got a question for you. Do you think Michael Jackson would have been the icon that he is now if his father wasn't the way that he was?
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think so. I mean, I think it was more of like you said, is staying on them. I mean that's really the biggest thing. I mean, yeah, it was like a little strict things that that he did things a certain way. He wanted people to see his son a certain way, but it's like it created Michael Jackson we know today. So I mean that was the fatherhood that you needed. Hey, he's in the house. He went mosquito. He went mosquito in the house. I seen him. But yeah, I think definitely yeah, he just pushed his son to greatness a little bit. I think that's something we all could do. I mean, everybody's fatherhood journey and their lessons and morals gonna be a little bit different. But if you see the success that kind of came out of it, greatest entertainer in the world. Come on, you can't change that. So I mean, he was doing something right. I mean, some people might not agree with all things, but
His method may not be what people accept today,
or normal, as they say.
but
Yeah.
but what none of the Jacksons went to jail.
I don't know. Everybody had to at least
Right.
something,
You know what I'm saying?
some type of decency.
And their parents they were not just accepted in the black community, they are accepted in every community around the world.
World globally,
Right.
global acceptance is big.
And another thing to think about is in the black community, we have to understand what we what the black community is. The black community is 10% of the world. There's another 90% out there. We have to learn how to be a part of that 90, because in that 90 there's more information, there's more opportunity, there's more money. Okay, we may look at $1 million and say, "Oh, I made it." $1 million ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing that be gone
Okay,
tomorrow.
right.
If you really think about it.
You want to be able to be a multi-billionaire, and that's the mindset that we have to have. Like my wife sometimes will dab me and say, "Why are you doing that?" Because I'm in that billionaire mindset.
It's a mentality.
I have $1 billion, but in my mind, I'm a billionaire.
Well, you walk a little different.
Right.
You walk a little different.
Yeah.
Standards a little different.
Yeah, I walk like a ball player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's how you supposed to do. I mean, you gotta walk a little, like you said, it's a mentality. When you walk in it, there's a mindset. I might not be a millionaire, but I know I'm gonna get there. I know I'm damn sure gonna get there for sure. So with that being said, it's like I got the foundation, I got the confidence. I could walk in any room and be adaptable and network with people. That's the game. Collabing with everybody. But now, thank you for leaving the people with it, Uncle Up. Hey, Mike, this is Coach Mike, Brand Talk Podcast, here with my uncle. We out. Peace. All right.